Hey, everybody, welcome to a Thursday morning from the studios of Grand Forks Best Source. It's time. Let's do it. We're going to do another Home of Economy podcast. I love doing these podcasts. In the studio today, we got Wade Pearson with us. Yeah. How are you, buddy?
Pretty good.
Good.
Long time no see.
Yeah, I ran into you yesterday.
At the store,
Yeah, and it was only, I'm trying to think here, yesterday, I believe, was only the second time I was there this week.
Really?
I need to pick, I probably have to go back
Rookie
today.
numbers. Those are rookie numbers.
I know. Normally, I'm like more of a regular there, and you were out. You were like moving carts and stuff around the parking lot, and
Yeah, they found something I was qualified to do.
I walked up. I drove up behind you, and I said, "Hey, is that part of your job qualification, or what did I say? Your job anyway?" But you said, "Yes, it is,"
Yeah.
and then you did it. But you got to do that.
I've been doing that for 45
Sure.
years. So
Well, people-
I'm getting good at it.
Yeah, people always put their carts back in the rack, don't they?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah.
It's like
No.
just do whatever you do. We don't get upset. But,
Right.
The only bad thing is if it's real windy because you can cause damage before we can get out there. But otherwise, if you want to put it back, that's fine. We've got plenty of parking, and
Yep.
we keep it up, so it's not a big deal to us. We'll take care of it.
I remember, I think it was 2 years ago, it was a Thursday night, because we were getting ready to go to the meeting before the Shields Boundary Battle Catfish Tournament. And,
Yeah, you don't say that.
okay.
Boundary battle.
Yeah, there we go. A Boundary Battle Catfish Tournament. But anyway, we were across the street, and the sirens started going off, and all of a sudden this wind came up, and they locked us in. And one of those big racks that holds the grocery carts went blowing across your parking lot. And I thought, oh my goodness, that could be bad, but then it stopped. So,
Yeah,
but anyway, man, I tell you what a great time of the year for Home of Economy. We thought we had winter for a while.
Yeah.
Now it looks like we might have a late fall again for a while. We've got the holidays right around the corner. I mean,
Yeah.
there's going to be a ton of things to talk about here today.
Yeah, it's fun being busier, in that little bit of winter that we had last week or 10 days ago. Well, it was real bad out in the western states.
Oh, yeah.
We did some.
We got lucky here.
Yeah, but it was real good for home economy. I hate to say it. It made our best October ever.
Really?
Even beating the 2014 oil
Wow.
boom years.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it just
Wow.
really kicked it in, and we really sold all our snow blowers out in some of those stores out there,
Yeah.
and shovels and whatever and boots. I mean, one of the things I do now is just kind of look at all the reorders as they come in and look at them. So it's really, we put up some huge numbers for October. And now it's kind of nice people get back out there and do stuff. I mean, last year was this right now when we had the winter blast early on, and that kind of changed. So
I always get a kick out of it because we've done numerous podcasts now with Home of Economy coming into the fall and the winter time, and we always talk about the snow blowers and the shovels and the things you need, and there's people that are just going, yeah, okay, I know we need to get this stuff ready to go, and then we get a blast of snow and we get a blast of winter. I bet you that place just goes nuts from these procrastinators, like I kind of am.
Yeah.
And you see them just rushing to get this stuff, and then the look on their face if you happen to be sold out. But how everybody waits till the last minute.
yeah, that's human nature.
Sure it is.
And we do our best to do everything. The real, frustrating thing is because you can't take care of them is that, the guys bringing in their snowblower because they won't start. Well, you should have checked earlier. I'm sorry, but you just get super far behind. I mean, we've got somebody who's real conscientious and doing his best for everybody.
Absolutely.
But it's just inevitable.
Yep. And I have a lot of people ask me because there's a few places that, get your snow blowers and stuff ready around town. And I always steer them towards Home of Economy, but I also tell them, don't wait till the last minute.
No.
I mean, when you've got one of the best mechanics in town working on this stuff, he's fast, but nobody's that fast. And you can't just pile up all this stuff and expect, what are you going to do? I got 10 snowblowers in front of you. He's not just going to put you at the front of the line. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, well, maybe for me.
Well, maybe, yeah. I was going to say, maybe a couple people.
I know people. But, yeah, but I think this year, I mean, it seemed like I go back because, Scott's a great guy. And go back, say hi to him and everything. And, I think we had more snowblowers early on, but that was probably a factor of just how rotten the spring was.
Sure.
A tough winter sells snowblowers for the next year. People,
Oh yeah.
they go, nah, next year I'm not going to do this. So,
Not-
and we saw it even in Grand Forks. We sold quite a few,
Mm-hmm.
even though, I didn't start mine up.
Right. And then you also get the people that they buy a snowblower and go, well, we're never going to get a winter like that again. And then they sell it. And
Yeah.
maybe we do have an easy winter the next year, but come on, look where we live. We live in the tundra.
Yeah.
We're going to get snow up here.
Well, it's great having good stuff. So
It is. Tomorrow is the deer hunting opener in North Dakota. Minnesota's in full swing. We started last Saturday, but you got some stuff going on at Home of Economy that I don't have in here, but I want to talk about it before we get going here. The ammo bucket sale ends tomorrow.
Yep, but we have anything you can fit in a 5-gallon bucket. You don't have to buy the bucket, but if you do, part of the proceeds goes to a veterans charity.
Oh,
I
nice.
don't know right off the top of
Okay.
my head, but we're doing 23% off on all ammunition, which is unprecedented.
Absolutely.
And I doubt we're ever going to do that again because it's just when you couldn't get ammo, we had tons of orders out there, and then early in the year and late last year, it all got shipped. So we were far overstocked, and this promotion has done wonders for us. Been hugely successful.
Yeah, and we were talking way before we went on the air. You can never have enough ammo.
Never.
I said I have friends, with like 20,000 rounds. You thought that was rookie numbers, but you can never have enough.
No.
I mean, there are guys out there. Well, I'm going to go buy my box of 20 for deer hunting this year, and
They're better shot than I am.
well, I mean, I've had a box of shells last me 4 or 5 seasons before. You get lucky,
yeah.
but I've also gone through a box in 3 days.
Yeah.
Maybe you should set your gun in, John, first and realize what's going on.
Yeah.
Another thing with this time of the year, and boy, I saw a lot of stuff on social media a couple of weeks ago, how there was ice being made already.
Yeah.
And now maybe it's not so much being made, but we are right around the corner of ice fishing. And when you start looking at Home of Economy stuff, I mean, you guys have got everything you need for ice fishing, let alone hunting.
Yeah, we've got more ice fishing stuff than ever, and I was kind of hoping the Knights would be, forming some ice here, but it doesn't look like we're going to get it right away here.
Mm-hmm.
But looking out a couple weeks from now, it looks like it's dipping down again.
Oh, yeah.
So we got a 2-week window here where it's going to be nice to get stuff done, and but yeah, the ice fishing stuff will be there, and ice fishing is kind of funny. It's like if you have an early one, it's fine, but it is. A lot of times after Christmas, people, put everything away and they go, well, now it's time to go ice fishing.
Yeah.
So there's definitely a surge in January where, nothing else is really moving,
right.
but
Mm-hmm.
that stuff does.
And then you get into like January, February, hockey season, except for college is pretty much done, and that you kind of do have that little bit of downtime. Are you an ice fisherman?
Just a little bit.
Yeah, same with me.
I should do more. I guess I get up to the lake and I've got the stuff, but I'm too lazy to get out there.
And with the way technology has gotten with ice fishing, everything's easier, everything's warmer, everything's lighter, but still it takes gumption.
Yeah. Well,
I'm at the age I'm running out of that.
I bought one of those, ice houses that flip up.
Yep.
And you just put it behind the snowblower.
Sure.
I mean, the snowmobile. Run out there, and to me, it's like, 2 hours, that's good enough for me, and then go back in. And,
Well, you don't own any snowmobiles, do you?
I got a couple. That's my brother, though. That's
Okay.
fanatic.
Okay, he's the fanatic.
Yeah, I give him a hard time all the time.
Yeah.
because-
I used to. I raced them. I don't even sit on them anymore. But, we talk about the winter, and I'm skipping around here a little bit, but I'm looking at one of your pamphlets, The Suit Up for Snow. This is going on December 1st through the 24th. I should have went in order here, but since we're talking about the cold weather, one of the boots that I've noticed now, these new Baffins, those are like the bomb. They've got the safety toe. And when I worked construction outside, it was always so tough to do because they didn't want you wearing, the Sorels or whatever, and they didn't have the good boots like these now. So you were always kind of at this weird point. If you had your regular work boots on, you're going to freeze your toes off, and especially steel toes get a little colder. But when you've got the safety toe, that's a different deal. But these are almost like a heavy-duty Sorel kind of looking boat.
Oh yeah, they're a super cold model, and they're also built there to be wearing all day.
Yeah.
It's not like the Sorels, and you go for a walk and you're just walking on that felt pad, and
Yep,
there was no
yep.
support or anything. And that's totally different on here. So you've got the support, you got the safety. The same thing goes for the muck boots, which were still
Yeah.
in stock on both in the soft toe for the sportsmen or people that work outside, which is really our biggest thing, is where we sell mostly steel toe, which we're kind of out of the normal, but even
Yep.
in the muck, which is it's not as warm as this Baffin boot, but it's handier.
Right. I finally went to the Mucks 2 years ago, I think. I got a pair. I went shopping for myself over at the store and got myself a
allowed
pair.
out?
I was, yeah. I love them. For one thing, I have bad back and stuff. I don't like lacing up anything anymore. And another thing, you don't have to wear them all the way up to the knee. You can fold them. They fold right in half just almost perfectly. And I love them. I mean, they're warm, they're dry, they're comfortable. They're not like the old knee-high rubber boots you used to buy, or even the big yellow ones you could put over your boots. They're nice. And you see more and more people wearing them all the time.
I didn't know that much about them. We were selling a lot. It was in one of the stores, and a guy goes, "Yeah, it's like wearing your tennis shoes all day."
Yeah, they are. They're really nice. In fact, yeah, that was funny. That reminds me because last year I had them on, and I actually had my jeans over them. And a guy, older fella, goes, "What are you wearing on your feet?" And I pulled him up, and he goes, "Oh, they call those mugs, don't they?" And I said, "Well, close." And I told him all about them. He kind of seemed like he didn't believe me. I ran into him the next week. He had a pair. And he actually really, really liked them.
Keeping your feet comfortable, and I get some foot pain here or there. I've got to kind of watch it. So wearing a good boot is always a big plus.
Stay with the warm stuff here. Your scarps, your headliners, the fleece, the Neo fleece. We talked about the boots. You got the work dry long sleeve shirts. You got the hard hat liners, which I wish they would have had nice ones back when I was doing that. But I tell you what, it doesn't matter if you're working outside, playing outside, or just hanging around outside watching snowmobile races or somebody fish. You're going to stay warm by just making your stop at Home of Economy. You guys you're covered from head to toe.
I've been seeing a lot of people in front of the Uber, the choppers and the deer hide and leather ones. We've got both, but they've been, I saw some construction guys really looking at it for, they must have a different job going on because they, they're mittens and not gloves.
Not
But
gloves.
yeah, I'm starting to see that more. So,
I mean, choppers are warmer than gloves, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah, they're definitely.
Yeah, I mean, that's why you don't ever see anybody up in Alaska or up in the tundra up there wearing gloves. They always wear, they always have the, and also now not just keeping the body warm, but machinery, mechanical things. The cold weather is hard on all of it.
Yep.
We all know that, especially if you're running a diesel or anything like that. But I mean, you guys have got sales on the isopropyl. You got the motor treatment. You got the starting fluid, which, by the way, I just went through about a half a can the other day. You got the de-icer. You got the anti-gel for the diesel. You got the buddy heaters. Everything for winter. It doesn't matter. Home of Economy's got it.
Yeah, well, we're from here, so we're we live it, and we're buying that stuff. I mean, we've got the house diesel stuff. You got the power service. We're real big per store in our group on both of them. And the guys they talk and they go, "Yeah, you're leading the the group per store. We don't have as many stores as some people, but
and it helps too because, like you said, you guys live here. I know you listen to your employees. Your employees, most of them are pretty long term, so I know you put your trust in them. And you don't have some big corporate guy sitting in an office out on the West Coast telling you what you need to order for winters in northern, North Dakota or Minnesota. So that you guys have got that going for you. I mean that's a huge deal.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you find a lot of stores, in my opinion, with a lot of things that are just going to sit there.
Yeah.
They're going to sit there until all of a sudden they have to have this mad blowout sale because they're not going to sell the stuff.
Yeah, and they're not ready when the weather hits. I mean, one thing, and you're talking the snow blowers, you're talking the winter clothing like the Carhartts and stuff. And we're getting some reorders on snow blowers. Certain models we're out of, and we're getting the reorders in. because up here we get the first chance at a reorder. We have the winter first, and we get to reorder it. Same thing on a lot of the winter stuff, the Carhartts and things like that.
Yep.
So, even some of the snow pants having the winter come so early, we're putting reorders in for stuff that we sold out on already. So,
Do you find more people now wearing snow pants, or you still got the diehard Carhartt guys? I mean, I've had my Carhartt bibs now for 30 years, and my wife keeps threatening to throw them away and get me a new pair, but
yeah,
I like them.
They still fit.
I
Mine shrunk.
don't.
Mine shrunk.
Yeah,
What the heck?
I don't button the side buttons up
Oh, okay.
anymore, just because I like that little bit of play, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine shrunk too, if you're
Yeah.
going to put it that way. Bob's Bargain Sale ending
That was a joke.
I know. Bob's Bargain Sale ends November 30th. Another thing that I just bought at Home of Economy, the moisture absorber. I had got a lot of stuff all over my garage floor. Stuff works awesome, but you've got the cleaner spray. You got everybody needs ratchet straps. I don't know why it took so long to invent those things.
Yeah, and you always need more. I mean, I don't know how many times I bought them, and then, I was down to my last ones.
Yeah.
I held a mattress up to the lake there this weekend. It was really funny. I brought the old one back, and I put it in the plastic wrapper, because a lot of times you leave it outside by the dumpster. People that need it will pick it up. So I had it wrapped up, bringing it back, and had 2 ratchet straps on it. Well, somehow it shifted backwards on my trailer.
Oh,
So I'm going down, and I hear this soft pump, and I've got a
like a
tailgate.
kite.
It's ATV. It's an ATV trailer, so it's back to the back.
oh boy.
And it was like I was looking, what did I hit? I'm looking in the side mirrors, and I didn't notice this mattress standing straight up. But
Oh boy, I've had things like that happen going out of my boat. I didn't realize it till you got home, and it's like, oh my goodness, I sure hope nobody was right behind me, because there's a 5-gallon bucket, there was a couple of coolers, and they were all gone.
yeah, I've lost. I could tell you about the stuff I didn't tie down.
Oh gosh, I know. But I was working on my 4-wheeler the other night, and I still had a cooler full of beer in the back of my truck from deer hunting. There was a few in it. Opened the tailgate, and I grabbed the box out of there, and I had the cooler on the tailgate. Went over to my neighbors. I'm working in the shop there, and I go, yesterday I go to work, stop at the gas station to get a can of tea, walk out, tailgate's open with a cooler sitting on the tailgate, and I came 70 miles an hour down Highway 2, and it was empty, and it was still on my tailgate.
Yeah.
Well, and it wasn't my cooler, so thank goodness. That was kind of nice. A day, I don't know if you dread it or can't wait for it, but Black Friday.
It's fun. It's not as crazy for us, but we don't have a lot of those electronics that people really.
People aren't
We've
going to
got
wait in line at midnight.
Yeah, that's not our thing. We open up at regular times, and we've got our people that don't want to, our customers that don't want to have the big crowd, and they want to buy stuff that's, they don't need a cheap TV, they don't need a cheap stuff. So we have the good quality stuff. We try to pick stuff that's, fits our, what we're good at, in stuff that's needed. So
And what I like too, Wade, about your Black Friday sale, it's just not Black Friday. I mean, you have this thing on for 9 days or 8 days, whatever it is, but 40% off on all in-stock Edge plastic tows. You got 20% off Halo grills, flat tops, and accessories. 35% off all clearance Bandit and Avery items. $30 off the men's and women's casual shoes, the Lamo or Lamo. $10 off 3 Princess. I mean, all kinds of great sales for Black Friday again.
those, it's kind of a inside baseball thing or whatever, but those totes there, we have sold through now. Right now we're out of the black one with the yellow top on it.
Okay.
And we've gone through many of those, and we've had totes forever, and we got in on a buy earlier, and you got to buy like a truckload. And we kind of did it, and they were in there, they were the right price, but they're in the wrong spot. Then one weekend they put them out in the traffic area, had the right product. It's a great product.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Great product, right price, which we've had for a long time, and then the right location. And I'm like, came back, I go, why'd they move those already? Well, they didn't move them. They're sold
gone.
them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've just been going through. I mean, he ordered another truckload, so hopefully they're in
And
pretty
they're,
quick.
They're so nice because they stack so nice on top of each other. And, you have it a lake place, we got campers and boats and all that stuff. they keep the mice out of your stuff too. You can stack them up. They keep the mice out. I absolutely love them. There's been times I've complained. Jeez, we have so many totes.
Yeah.
And my wife says, well, they're all full. They've all got things in them.
It's like ratchet straps. You never need enough, or you never have enough.
You just need a shed just for ratchet straps and totes.
Yeah.
Christmas, wow, we go from Black Friday to Thanksgiving to Christmas. You guys have got some really good sales going on for the Christmas savings. That starts on the 17th also with the Black Friday sale. But, if you're looking for any of the tool kind of stuff, the DeWalt Mechanics tool sets, you've got also the welding helmets, loungewear sets, everything from clogs and slippers to Nordic wear to tools, all on sale again during that sale.
Yeah, we try to get involve the good stuff, the stuff we sell all the time, and bring that in, and we'll have some stuff going on, on the Traeger. We'll have stuff going on, everything we're just known for. So,
now you guys, I consider you guys a family business. I think you treat your employees like family. I think a lot of
we treat them better than that.
Okay. Okay. You and your brother.
Yeah.
But, and I think they think the same thing. But what I like about Home of Economy is you don't dick around during Thanksgiving. You just shut the doors.
Oh, yeah.
And let people go have a family life.
Yeah. And we had so many people when the big pre-pandemic, the big stores were open on Thanksgiving, which seemed crazy to me. And then we were busier than ever because so many people appreciated that we, never broke across that line.
Sure.
And let people have a good time. And we even close early on Wednesday so people that are traveling can
right.
we don't have to anybody asking for it off. And it's real slow that night anyway because other people are going home. But
now
we do that. But hey, were you cooking turkey this year?
I'm not cooking anything. I don't know what they're doing. I do what they tell me to do.
Yep. No, I'm looking forward. We might be running Thanksgiving up to the mother-in-law's, but if we do, I'm still going to cook my turkey on the Traeger. So,
how do you do it on the Traeger with turkey?
Well, first of all, I spatch.
Okay, I was going to ask if you spatch. Okay,
and then I do brine it. Traeger has a turkey kit, brine kit, and a seasoning, and I just follow that. And the first time I did it, did it for Thanksgiving. I was kind of, I'd never cooked a turkey myself before, and my one daughter, who usually doesn't like my cooking, she's right here, works with us. So, but my one daughter, she goes, "That was really good." She wanted it for Christmas too. So I was like, "Yeah, that was quite the compliment." So I always appreciated that. So
that's
the Traeger spatchcocked and brined, and just follow the instructions. It's a little kind of a pain because spatchcocking, you cut the backbone out, then you lay it flat on the grill, but.
I don't think there's a better way to make them, though.
No.
I have been lucky enough to try it. Are you like an old-time stuffing guy and cranberries? Are you more of a traditional guy, or?
Well, my wife does the stuffing when I'm doing the turkey, and when you spatchcock it, you can't do it inside the bird.
Yep.
But I really like the stuffing and the mashed potatoes, the whole thing. I'm not a huge cranberry guy, but.
I'm going to go off track here just a little bit, Wade. When we were talking about closing on Thanksgiving, and I wanted to bring up being open on Sundays. And a lot of guys you don't open till noon, or you should stay. I got an argument one time with an old Catholic guy. He was a banker. And he thought it was the dumbest thing in the world when they started letting people open business earlier on Sundays. And I'm like, why? Well, that's supposed to be your day of rest. Well, at that time, I was working 2 jobs. You're working 7 days a week. There is no day of rest. And if you need any time to go buy anything or do anything or work on anything, you got to be open.
Yeah.
And if you've got people that want to work, but your thoughts on that?
Well, I don't think there's really more business to be had that way. I mean,
Right.
we weren't, so.
But I mean, being open in general on Sunday.
Yeah. But, it's a busy day, and you're helping, you're there for the customers. I mean, there's really no doubt that you're going to be open because,
Sure.
But, that's all makes it all the tougher because back when we started opening on Sundays, you could get a lot of help. You could get a lot of part-timers. Well, we can't hardly
now
get a
it's-
part-timer.
Yeah.
And
College kids don't want to work on their time off now.
No, and we actually have cashiers and we have people in the store, so it's a little bit of a challenge. I mean, you can open up these big stores now with about 3 people, can't you?
I know. You mentioned you have cashiers. I just did 2 days of grocery shopping, and yeah, I don't even want to get that far. We were also talking about Kyle's Customs. The back end of the shop is open now. More and more people are finding out that it's open.
Yeah.
The word is out. I've talked to quite a few people in the last couple of weeks that heard about it, weren't quite sure what he does, and now, I mean, he's got to be getting pretty backed up, I would think, too.
Yeah, I'm so far. Well, first of all, you know, we just couldn't get help in the shop and whatever, and so we gave up that business, and it was sitting there empty. And my brother Scott, who's been on the show as much as me,
Yep.
he had this mechanic that was doing the work for him, and he was really, you know, so he had me talk to him, and we both agreed to rent out the shop. So we're not, you know, we're affiliated, but we're
Sure.
not, you know, they're not working for us. And to me, it's like the thing is, it's like, well, I don't even care, you know, we can negotiate on the rent or whatever, as long as you take care of the customers.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, absolutely. And we, you know, we haven't had a bit of complaint or
No.
anything like that. And, you know, he's fair priced, you know, nothing's cheap like it used to be.
No, nothing is.
And maybe that's why we weren't able to get higher, you know, because we were, you know, we just didn't feel like we could charge, you know, I mean, $20 for a flat off the tire, $30 off
Yeah.
for a flat off the tire. And, you know, to us, it's like 12, you know, was kind of
Right.
high price. And that wasn't him. He doesn't do tire work, but
Yeah.
the market changed so much. So he's doing, but he'll touch anything.
Okay.
And, you know, he can fix anything, and he does motorcycles and he, you know, I'm sure he does my brother's snowmobiles.
Yeah. I mean, he does everything.
Yeah. And, you know, I mean, he would even do some stuff, but doesn't want to, you know, take our business away. We don't want
Right.
to compete. And
Sure.
That's kind of, and he's a great guy and really nice workers. And we got every bit of respect we could have for him.
And that's good because some of his clients are going to mosey over towards your part of the building and, you know, vice versa. Now, this time of the year, Wade, we talked about winter, fall, Black Friday, Thanksgiving, Christmas, all of this. What's your favorite part of this year, whether it be just on your own or with Home of Economy?
Well, you know, I'm a Christmas guy. I mean, well, I've got down in the basement, I've got my Christmas tree, which I've got a lot of Sioux memorabilia.
Okay.
And so I've got a lot of Sioux stuff on my tree. So, well, hockey season started,
Yeah.
you know, the first week of October. So my tree had to go out.
Yeah.
So all these people complaining about, you know, causing it to snow early. That was me.
I just don't tell anybody. No, with my wife, no way we're going to have Christmas stuff up yet because she's so worried about Thanksgiving stuff. But
Oh,
yeah.
I get it from my mom. She's got her tree. We were over at her
Oh,
house.
sure.
She's got her tree up. She doesn't actually take it down. She just changes decorations, which
Yeah.
is smart. You know?
Yeah. That's, one thing I really like about the Grand Cities Mall, they will start their Christmas decorating next week, and boy, they really knock it out of the park here. They do a great job. Anything that you needed to touch on here that I might have forgot? You have a little more stuff there than I do, but
Not a lot. No, it was a good visit there. So
Yeah.
we appreciate everybody here, and you know, Thanksgiving's coming up, and we're thankful for you guys and for the customers and everything else. It's
well, I'm thankful for you guys because I'll be making my 3rd trip of the week there here as soon as I get done work.
before you get out of town and go up to your you know,
Yeah.
secret hunting spot.
Yeah, well, it's not too secret, but yeah, I hope things work out and I hope we get our deer. But I guess I don't know if I'll see you before Thanksgiving, but if I do, I'll probably run into you in the store. But it's been fun. It's easy to do these shows when you're talking about stuff you like.
Yeah.
It's a lot different if this would have been talking about, you know, I like this. I could talk about Home of Economy all day long.
You mean the beauty parlor, you know,
That kinda
client is
stuff.
kind of tough for you?
Yeah, or I'm not going to go talk about computers or any of that kind of stuff either. So, all right, well, there you go. Check it out, Home of Economy. They got the Black Friday sale. They've got the Bob's Bargain sale. You've got the Christmas savings. It's all coming up. Go check it out. Home of Economy, definitely my favorite store.